Today we're going to try to shoot an event. We're going to try to shoot it two different ways, one with a gimbal and one just handheld. I'm going to give myself like 20 minutes to shoot in both styles, and then I'm going to just do a quick B-roll edit, and we're going to see which one is actually better, because I don't know if I want to keep this thing. Do I really want to carry this thing on every trip? It's kind of heavy. It does fit in this tiny backpack. I have a whole video all about this little backpack. I'll show you, it's in a card somewhere up here. But is having ultra smooth, you know, worth it to have to carry this? I'll let you be the judge. You're gonna see the edits in just a second, so let's go shoot. Was so much fun. So I shot 20 minutes with the gimbal, I shot 20 minutes handheld. In both scenarios, I tried to be as stable as I could. I did the ninja walk, I did the camera strap really tight, holding it to try to get those stable panning shots and close-up shots. I used the 11 to 22 millimeter lens the whole time on both. I used the same ND filter as well, so everything is the same on the image, on the camera. It's just about how I tried to stabilize the footage. So I shot everything in 1080p in 24 frames per second. Now, I wanted to make sure that this was kind of a fair test, so I'm not using any slow motion. I feel like slow motion just kind of covers up the shake, which is great. But for this, I want to be able to show the comparison between the two. So I'm not going to use any slow-mo, I'm not going to use any speed ramping. This isn't going to be the most exciting cinematic sequence, but I wanted to just show what the differences of stability are. I'm still going to do a color grade just so it looks kind of nice. First up is going to be the gimbal sequence, so check it out. Here you go. They're both going to be about a minute long. Okay, there you go. Two edits, two totally different feels, I think, with how the footage actually came out. Same event, just based on how I was trying to stabilize the camera. So I think that for me, I actually like the handheld a little bit more. I think it's more engaging. I do like some of the movement that happens with the gimbal, but if you notice, there's these weird twitches that happen every once in a while. I left those in so you could see them, but normally I would cut those out. So, and it's really hard to control. Now I'm sure that's user error, but until I become like a master operator with one of these things, it's going to be hard to use most of the footage. Whereas I felt like with the handheld, I had a lot more control over what was going on, and I felt like there wasn't anything in between me and the camera. Whereas with the gimbal, it's translating my movement through it into what the camera is doing. So I have to physically go, okay, if I want it to pan to the right, I gotta rotate my wrist, which doesn't feel super natural. Maybe with the dual handles, but I'm not gonna walk around all the time with dual handles. That's pretty difficult to do. So for me, I think at the moment, I'm going to stick with handheld. I also had this issue with it where it would randomly get stuck at like a 45 and start rumbling with the camera. And I mean, I made sure this thing was dead balanced. It was perfectly balanced. And even then, and it would go away once I was in a different position, but there were certain positions where if I was at about a 45 facing down, let's say, it would have this slight shake and rumble, and it kind of ruins that footage. So for me right now, I think that gimbals are a really great tool. I think that maybe 3% of my footage would be used with it, so I don't think it's going to be something I'm going to use all the time. But I think that I can get most of the way there with just handheld. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. Are you every day, always with a gimbal, or do you feel like you can get a lot of the same shots? What kind of equipment do you use? I'd love to hear it. If you like this video, you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and like and subscribe, check out other stuff, and I will see you next time.